I'm here at the Circle K in Morrisville, North Carolina, outside of Raleigh, Durham, very close to the airport, where there's a brand new electric vehicle charging station that just opened this month. I'm going to do a news Coulomb site review method of this brand new station. This station is in a terrific location. Interstate 40, the Raleigh-Durham Airport, Research Triangle Park, downtown Raleigh and downtown Durham are all very close to where it is. Not to mention that there's hotels, the attached convenience store. Just really good site selection by Circle K. Let's go ahead and get plugged in and see how we charge. Glad I've got my condenser mic because we're right in the runway path of Raleigh-Durham International Airport. There's airplanes flying right over us. It's actually a good thing because it's one of the conveniences of this location. Anyway, I've been charging, as you see, for 3 minutes, and my charging rate is still not as high as I would have thought. I'm only seeing about 140, and then it comes back down again. So this is a Terra ABB 184, I believe. Let me just confirm that, and I should be getting easily, Terra 184 HC. I should be getting the full 150, and I'm not quite sure why not. It might be the cable. I'll have to take a look. There's no writing on the outside of the cable to indicate what kind it is, but that might be the reason. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a news Coulomb site review method review of this station.
Here's the vital statistics. It's the Circle K in Morrisville, North Carolina. The plug share location will be linked down below in the description. It has 4 stalls from 2 ABB Terra 184s with dual CCS1 handles. There is no plug-in charge. The news Coulomb site review model is a method that uses 50 points in 5 categories. Each category has 10 points. Categories are access, amenities, concentration, location, and speed. First off, I just want to point out once again that this is a terrific location. It is immediately off Interstate 40, which is a very heavily traveled coast-to-coast interstate, and is also immediately adjacent to the southern end of the Raleigh-Durham International Airport. So as far as site selection goes, Circle K really did a terrific job with this location. It's not designed for people who are living in multi-tenant dwellings because there's really none around. It's inside what's known as Research Triangle Park. And so it's really designed for people doing road tripping. Now let's get into the points. First is access. It doesn't have any pull-through stalls, but besides that, it cleaned the category. It is near the entrance to the site, and although it's on the back end of the plot, it's a convenience store, so there's really not that much space on the plot, so I did give it a check mark for that. As far as cable management goes, I really like what the ABB Terra 184s used for cable management, which is a retracting metal cable. I've always seen that this is very effective. As far as the amenities, it is very close to the convenience store, and it's also very close to a main thoroughfare and highway. Has point of sale. It doesn't have plug-in charge, but it does have an app. And I do think it has sufficient stalls for the site and popularity because this is a road trip location. It doesn't have, large multi-tenant dwellings where people are going to be going and sitting on the chargers for a long period of time. So I do think that's sufficient. Now amenities. There is no canopy, and the convenience store does close, so it doesn't have 24/7 bathrooms. It has bathrooms, but they're not 24/7. And it has trash cans and squeegees, but the trash cans and squeegees are a little bit of a walk, so I struggled whether or not I should give it the points, but they are on site, so I did give it a check mark for both of those. Snack and drink options for sure, and dining options, there wasn't really anything within walking distance, so I'm going to have to give it a red mark for that. Also, there was no tables outside or anywhere to sit down. I suppose there was a place you could walk your pet out in the tree line, but it wasn't really designed for it, so it didn't get a mark for that. As far as the novelty, it doesn't have any sightseeing opportunities, but it does, as I say, sit inside what's known as Research Triangle Park, which actually does attract some tours Some people like to go to the tech headquarters in the area, and they just kind of drive through the cool place of Research Triangle Park to see all the tech buildings. And so there is some novelty associated with that. As far as overhead lighting, as in all Circle K locations, when they put in EV chargers, they also put in overhead lighting. Next is concentration. Now, because there are only 4 stalls, it does lose some points here. So it's not a very large site, like a large Tesla supercharger or anything like that, but it doesn't also have the Circle K properties that have charging close by. There is one that is coming soon, but there's no sign of construction yet, so I did give it a red mark for that as well. However, it does have a number of chargers for the venue. I would say yes there, and also for the route and the region. Next is location. It does get all the check marks for being close to an interstate and also the scenic and highway route. As I mentioned, Research Triangle Park is a location of note. It's not in the charging desert though, so it doesn't get a check mark for that. And I don't think there's any other DC fast chargers in Morrisville proper, so I gave it a check mark for there. And same thing with the per capita. Now let's talk speed. The throughput of the site is 500 kilowatts according to the transformer. The throughput on the chargers, as advertised with their wrapping, is 180 kilowatts. So it gets a check mark for 150, but not for 350. Bringing the total points to 35 out of 50.
So there you have it, a brand new electric vehicle charging station at a Circle K in Morrisville, North Carolina, right outside the Raleigh-Durham International Airport in Research Triangle Park. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.